Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Justin Clark here. We're going to take a look at these crypto markets this morning and see what's going on. It's the 10th of January. For those who are coming on the stream here, if you'd like to let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from, if you're seeing this live or on replay, that'd be great. And the other thing I want to share is if you want to get market analysis like this straight to your inbox or push to your smartphone, pretty much on the daily, just follow me on Facebook or on x.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to dig right into this this morning and see what's going on. We're going to use a chart setup called the MA Momentum chart setup. It stands for Moving Average Momentum. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And quickly, for those who are members of iCoinPro, which that's our company, Paul D'Souza and I started this back in 2017. You can go into the training to learn how to use this chart. Click on My iCoinPro Training, go down to Micro Profit System Part 3, and it's right here. It takes you about 40 minutes. And honestly, you can do this at any point in your 1-week course. We have for those who are new, we have a 1-week course to learn how to trade with our trading system that we've been using since 2017. It is the bomb diggity. It's just such a great trading system. We have lots of very happy customers all over the world have done amazing things. We just did a Wednesday night presentation, which you can watch with Lily Cannon and Sean Logan, and you can hear their stories about using the system. And Lily's been trading full time since 2017 with the trading system, and she's been there since the beginning. Now we have all these bells and whistles and the iCoinPro trading portal and everything we've been able to build over this time to make this amazing system. So the people are coming in today, man, you are just walking in at the right time, and it's just awesome. But you don't have to take my word for that. Just do our free boot camp. It takes you 40 minutes. We just give you a peek right behind the curtain. You can learn our main trade. You can actually go back in time and see if it works, what we teach. You're going to learn how to do all of that. Just get back with the person who introduced you to iCoinPro, share this video with you, or you can send an email to support@icoinpro.com if you don't have anybody who referred you and you just found this on the interwebs. So with that said, let's go over here and we're going to take a look at this chart setup. This is the iCoinPro trading portal. It's our proprietary software that only we own. We coded this from the ground up to specifically keep an eye on these crazy crypto markets. To get this chart set up, you click on Load Chart Layout, click on MA Momentum. This is one of 2 chart setups that are included in the iCoinPro trading portal. It's the only 2 that we use. And we'd like to keep everything simple here. So we'll kind of go over this for anybody who's new. These green things here and red things here are candles. They show where the price action is of whatever asset you're looking at. In this case, we're looking at Bitcoin. Right now we have the high of about 108,000. Then we've got a lower high of a little over 100,000. So that's not great. No traders like to see lower highs. They like to see higher highs and the market continuing to extend itself upward. So a couple things on this chart. So that's the candles. They show where the price is. This shaded area is called a Bollinger Band. You can see now it's kind of squeezing back in. That indicates that we could be hitting into potential volatility if this price action breaks outside of that, either up or down, which you can do either way. And then you have all of these lines. This is this purple line, maroon, this yellow, green, etc. These are all moving averages. How they're calculated, we're not going to get into. They just average out price over time. But here's what you need to know about this. When you have this chart set up and are trained, when the price action is primarily trading above all of these moving averages, and in particular, trading mostly above this light purple one here, that's kind of like the bull maker or the momentum maker, then we're building up momentum. And we're almost definitely, or we're potentially in a bull market at that point, and almost definitely not in a bear market. All right, so you can see that quickly. On the flip side, if we're stuck below all of these moving averages, in particular, getting stuck below this light purple moving average, then we are potentially in a bear market and almost definitely not in a bull market. We have to, from a technical standpoint, process out the sellers, who are afraid or losing money or want to get out of the market or whatever, before we can return to a bullish trend. Okay. I bet a lot of you would have liked to have had this chart when you bought here last time, right? Thinking we were going to go back up, and had some clue that maybe that wasn't going to happen quickly. So anyway, so this chart kind of shows us that. So where are we at right now? Let's we're breaking down. We're losing moving averages. We could be doing something similar to this, where the market kind of battled, up and down, up and down. If we start to kind of battle up and down, that's kind of good. Okay. In this case, you can see this purple one acted as the ultimate support for the market, and then the price was able to keep going up. If we actually just start to break down at this point, that wouldn't be good. If we don't kind of battle up and down, we just start to break down. That would not be good. You can see over here before, when this green one came by, it used the lower Bollinger Band as resistance. Then it used the green one as resistance, stayed above that. We'll just have to see. We obviously got a little relief rally after bouncing off the lower Bollinger Band yesterday. Now we're battling with this moving average right here, which is the smooth moving average, 25, SMMA 25. So we're going to have to see if the market can stay trading above this. It needs to stay over pretty much 95-ish. If we can stay over 95, maybe we can quickly recover and start to try to go higher again. If that happens, we got to watch and see if we set a lower high. If we set another lower high, maybe we get stopped out at like 100K. That's not awesome. That's going to probably discourage some of the buyers. Or if we can't even get above this and we immediately go back and we attack 90K again, that's not going to be good. Pressure on 90K could cause the alts to, go down even more. And the challenge is, a lot of people are expecting like alt season. I don't know. Everybody's waiting for alt season. The alts are way up from where they were, but a lot of them haven't even set new all-time highs. You know what I'm saying? They're all lower than their previous highs, even though Bitcoin did set a new high. So everybody's kind of wondering what's going on and when we're going to get our alt season. So maybe it's coming, maybe it's not. Who knows? Good morning. That's why I trade the way that I trade. I just trade in and out on these markets, and I don't get wrecked, being wrong. We don't have to be right or wrong. We just react when what we want shows up, and then we're in and out like ninjas in like a half hour and a half with our trades. So, okay, so that's what's going on right now. We need to hold on to 95 to potentially try to get back up to about 9,800, somewhere around there. If we can get back up in that range and start trading up there, that could be good. The market might get excited. We might be able to test 100 again and even get through it, but we'll have to see. But if we fail here, we are probably going to look at a retest of 90. If we quickly lose 90, then you're looking at about 85 here. And if that doesn't hold up, then the market's going to probably change tone for a bit, maybe for a while, because that's going to be very depressing to sellers to quickly move through those. So again, we'll just have to take it one day at a time. So again, it's 95, 98 on the upside, and definitely 90 and then 85 on the downside for now. One thing we like to look at is longs versus shorts. We look at this on Binance. A long is somebody who's betting Bitcoin's going up, usually with leverage. A short is somebody who's betting Bitcoin's going down, usually with leverage. Leverage is where you're borrowing money to exaggerate your gains, and it's very risky trading. You can blow your account out in a hurry. The longs right now are at about 65%, so the market is like pretty confident we're going up. This is concerning. When we get to over 70%, it becomes even more concerning, because then you can have a mass liquidation event called a long squeeze, which is where all of these people betting Bitcoin's going up get squeezed out of the market, en masse altogether, and it causes a dramatic drop in the price of Bitcoin. That happened back here. We had a long squeeze here that dropped the price in a single day. It went down about 15%. And one of the most dramatic long squeezes ever was here back on March 12th in 2020. And Bitcoin's price went down 40% in a single day and about 50% in a day and a half. So anyway, good times. That was great trading for us, but for everybody else, it really sucked. So we're just going to have to take this one step at a time and see what this market wants to do next. Again, we're going to keep a very, very close eye on these longs, because if we do get up to where we get over 70%, wow, the 1 days are, wow, we are almost there, 68.28%. Wowzers. Okay, so we are, man, that's concerning. So we'll just have to see if the price does keep slipping lower, right? And these longs keep going higher and higher, then we've got, the potential for that long squeeze occurring and everybody getting mass liquidated and a bigger price drop. But we're not quite there yet, but we're getting awful close. Hey, Lise, good morning. All right, last thing I want to look at is what's hot and what's not for us to trade. So we like to trade in and out. Again, NCT, NCT just continues to be a champ. We've been trading this coin for a bit. It's still making good movements, 7% recovery on this dip trade here. We got a nice movement back up, 14% here. So NCT is definitely at the top of the list. Arrow, I did trade yesterday on this dip. It had a nice move of about 11%. So Arrow is pretty good. And let's see what Bonk did. All right, Bonk, how did you do here? 2% recovery. That's okay-ish. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to go for a bigger volume coin, let's see how Pepe did here. Let's see what they did. Yeah, about the same. They're moving about the same. 7% overall. This dip trade, about 2%. They're okay. But really the two that I'm focused on are probably NCT and Arrow. Those are going to be the two that I'm going to look at trading right now because of the volume and the volatility there. So those are going to be my buddy coins. And again, for those who, these are the coins that we're going to focus on because they give the biggest potential return on the trades, the biggest movements. So we can, compound our balances quicker using trading those two coins as opposed to other ones like, looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is barely moving, on any of its trades. Here it just moved up, 0.96%. So our system finds the best ones to trade so that when you do that same trade, like on here, it was 6%. Okay. So what do you want to make? 1% or 6% on your trades? I'll take a 6x return, right? With lowered risk because we're not leverage trading. Okay. So those are the two, NCT and Arrow. Those are the ones that I'm going to focus on. And again, of course, I'm going to let our spread tracker, which tracks for when the coins are dipping, the blow up tracker and the dump tracker, crawled all the coins across Binance and Coinbase and find me the best potential trades. Again, our system is like the all-seeing eye of crypto. All right, that's all I've got, everybody. Make sure to go through and just clear out your lists. All right, make sure you clear them out at least once every day. I like to do it sometimes twice a day, 3 times a day if the market's pretty active. Just make sure I have the freshest data in there. So make sure you keep those cleared out. And we'll just have to see what happens here today. All right. Again, for those who want to learn how to trade crypto, we've got a free bootcamp for you. It takes you literally only 40 minutes. You can about 40 minutes. You can do it right after you jump off of this presentation here. Have a new skill before lunchtime, even before breakfast in some areas. So you can get back with the person who introduced you to iCoinPro or shared this video with you to do the free bootcamp, or send an email to support@iCoinPro.com. All right, everybody. Again, if you want analysis like this straight to your inbox, go ahead and give me a follow. on Facebook or X.com, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Take care, everybody. Stay safe out there, and let's see what happens today in these crazy crypto markets. Bye-bye, everybody.